San Francisco is the most bet under of any team for win totals posted at BetOnline so far. Under 10.5 is now juiced to minus 150. Over 10.5 is plus 120. It's been one way on the under. And it dates back to free agency. Adam Schefter had a big tweet, and it was a laundry list of the guys who departed from the team in free agency. And there was a poll in reply. And it got a couple thousand votes, and it was, will the Niners make or miss the playoffs? It was like 72 or 73% miss the playoffs. I saw Mike Clay, whose roster ratings I respect a ton. He has this team projected nearly 2 full wins below what they're at right now at BetOnline. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast. He was guessing the lines with Cousin Sal. 6.5 was his guess for the win total on the 49ers. Of all 32 teams in the league, I don't know if there's been a team talked about in more of a negative manner in the general media than the 49ers this offseason. On the podcast I did yesterday with Kevin Cole, he shared a similar sentiment to how I feel about this team, and that many of the losses for the 49ers in the offseason are viewed to be more significant than they maybe actually are from a value perspective, because there's almost like a sentimental feeling around these names that these are 49ers guys, and it represents a bigger problem in San Francisco than there actually is with these departures. This, to me, is a needed departure for a lot of these guys, because San Francisco's not only shifting their offensive scheme to be more effective against man coverage, which gave them a ton of problems last year following the Chiefs Super Bowl when Spags used it to shut them down, but also defensively with Robert Saleh coming in after 2 seasons of just a mess on defense. They're really changing how they're going to do things from a scheme perspective defensively as well. A lot of negativity about these moves. I look at as a pretty positive reset in some ways. And so at 10.5, like, I certainly don't agree with the under. And something that I would say before you run and bet an under, if you have not yet already and you're thinking about doing it, San Francisco is projected to face the easiest schedule of any team in the NFL. Their average opponent for the season rates nearly 1.5 points worse than average rated teams in the NFL. When looking at their opponents for this upcoming season, I project that they're going to be favored preseason in 13 different games. And so it's not going to be a very difficult schedule for them to face. If some of these moves click, I think there's still certainly upside with San Francisco, who even in a down year last year were still top 12 on offense in EPA per play. So not quite selling the 49ers yet, but let me know what you think in the comments. Have you bet over or under 10.5 for San Francisco?